I attended that training up there the week before last. Is really just talking about the ARP money, the American Rescue Plan, and the high townships, what a person can do and not do with it. At the moment, everybody's kind of in the same boat. Nobody really knows what you can do with it. You know, they're saying our township could potentially get up to $161,000. The maximum first draw was like 80,500, and they said up there you could spend 4.1% total of the money you get on anything involving roads.
That would be about
On pretty much anything.
about $6,500
On a dump truck, on a truck, machinery repair, whatever. 4.1% you go toward anything. And they'd ask questions like, you know, what about like buying another truck so you can assure employee social distancing? And they said that would be under something you could look at and probably do. They, of course, they referred us to the prosecutor's office. There was a guy up there, a lawyer out of Columbus, and he was answering some questions, trying to drum up business basically. I brought his card home. They charge townships like a flat discount rate for handling stuff, and the County Township Association was saying if the prosecutor's office was overwhelmed with people with all these questions and stuff, you could seek outside counsel and use some of this money to pay for the outside counsel to advise you on what you could do and not do with the money. Like if you had 3 or 4 things you were thinking about spending on, you could submit it to them and they would advise you yes or no. And you could pay for that out of this
Well, I don't think
ARP money.
bad about our county prosecutors, but on our COVID money that we got, I mean, we swore we could do this and we can do this, we couldn't do that with it. Well, now you go out here and you talk to other trustees, and like Troy out there, they go along and made their meeting room bigger.
Yeah.
I mean, they told us we couldn't do that, but now they're telling other townships they can do it. So
I know.
my personal opinion is we ought to, I mean, it's gonna cost us a little bit of money, but we should go with the outside counsel.
Well, he seemed pretty knowledgeable, and I got his card, and then we could go with really whoever we could deem we could agree on and deem, but they said you could pay for the outside counsel using this money.
And
a portion of it.
If we screw up and spend the money, he tells us we can spend it on, so we go buy another big dump truck, and so Redmond's about ready to poop out on it. And if we made a mistake, like bought the truck, then it falls back on him because.
It would be counsel's mistake if he advised us we could do so.
Exactly.
Well, wouldn't it work also for the prosecutor's office too, if we ask him a question and he says, yes, we can spend that on it? And since he is our legal counsel, we would have something to stand on.
It works the same way, but.
And they're probably almost always gonna err on the side of caution, especially when it comes to this money where there's this big gray area. They throw it out there and you know, spend on certain things, and then you get on the fringe. Well, what about this? That's kind of related to that. Well, so I think that's what we run into with this money this spring and this, you know, late winter, early spring. They had said, you know, told one township one thing, okay, we can't do that, and they told another township they could do about the same thing that they just told another township they couldn't. So, you don't know, but it, you know, to me, I think it'd bear talking about, looking, maybe, you know,
I think
especially if you could pay for
confirmation,
this
will
money.
they send us a letter back telling us that we're eligible?
Yeah.